Hello, all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart
Inquisitor, Sanguine,
Skep, Tock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus,
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as Minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Minions of the Zoo Super Sunday Show. I'm your host, Mr. Adam of the Veggie clan of the first, I think it was. And Quiz will be joining us shortly, but he is gathering some food. So so I'll be running the ship for a little bit. By myself, but I want to welcome everybody. I hope everybody's had a good weekend, or at least the mid-weekend. I don't know how many of you have tomorrow off, because it's Labor Day. And to be honest, that holiday kind of crept up on me. I kind of forgot it was there. Yeah, hey, 3-day weekend for people. If you have it. If you don't, no, I'm sorry. But, yeah. A lot of crazy stuff happened this week. And I don't know where Quiz wants to go with the conversations, but we can go either or. We can go crazy, all the shit that's happening. Like I think there was a stabbing in Canada or something like that. Or we can go video games and how if you buy J.K. Rowling's game, you kill a trans person. So shit, yeah. I guess I picked the most extreme for topics, but yeah, damn, I didn't write a opening, as you see. But yeah, in terms of Sunday, the one thing that I've noticed in particular is the confusion that comes with watching this Lord of the Rings series, and also, I guess, the She-Hulk. The current state of entertainment. But I also I've been seeing a lot of like posts and videos talking about the same, I guess, bland taste of video games. And it's been interesting to me because, to be honest, I guess as a Nintendo player in terms of consoles, I don't really see the where the terrain is going in terms of how the games are going. They kind of look all the same to me. Um, but it is interesting seeing how people are just not interesting, just interested in how current gaming is going. And in terms of media, I mean, that's been a fucking downfall going for a while. So, I can't really say, I told you so. But yeah. I don't have, what is it, Amazon Prime. So even if I wanted to watch The Lord of the Rings, I don't know. It kind of looks really kind of like a public theater type of show going on where somebody wrote a fanfic and they just put it up there. Somebody had the funds to put it up on a bigger stage than it deserves, because it looked goofy to me, at least from the review clips that I saw. But then again, I guess it could be a bias that I'm seeing, but I don't know. A lot of current entertainment has been just soaked in this, I don't want to say it, but wokeness, and it just kind of makes you second guess when you're coming across any sort of new content. And damn it, you kind of want it to be good, because you want to watch something nice. You want to watch a good show, especially if it deals with characters and lore that you're familiar with. So I guess that's the twist of the knife for the means for them to sully the IPs, so to speak. But I guess the other thing about the video games, that too, I guess, is getting a dry spell. Now, I've only seen a few bits of it where it's kind of talking about how they're getting more of the same, but it's catering towards a more competitive side, I guess, as opposed to just being fun. It was odd. It was an odd mixture of opinions that I was reading, but altogether it was discomfort with the way current video games are going. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why Sony's charging more for their system. But I can't say all that is well in terms of Nintendo either, because they've been a shit show for a bit with their fucking choices. So I can't really say out there, but I don't know. I think it's time to invest in a Steam Deck and just play some classic PC games, portable, and go that route. Wow, I'm wading through these waters. But yeah, other than that, it's been a quiet weekend, I will say. I did. I've been trying to get some Wii games to be able to be streamed, because I really wanted to play some Lethal Enforcers Gunfighters from the Sega Genesis. But I haven't been able to get the connection to work right. So we're gonna settle with some other goofball games that we could play. But yeah, I've actually been playing a lot of Wii U games, which is funny to see it prop up in a lot of my timelines about Wii U. But I've been playing a lot of the light gun games, and damn it, if there's a reason to get the Wii U, and I think the eShop is still available, get you a Wii U and pick up some of those classic NES light gun games, because unless you got a CRT monitor and an old Nintendo and a zapper, you're not going to be able to play these games. I don't know, I guess outside of emulation. But I mean, not that we endorse emulation out here. But yeah, no, yeah. So it was real. Well, I guess the fucking Wii U is just an emulation. Oh shit. Never mind. But yeah, no. I was playing that, and it really wants. I gotta find my copy of House of the Dead, Overkill. That fucking game was a blast to fucking play. Sega really did have some good light gun games. And I was actually trying to think about the title of the game. I think it was Point Blank. It was like a Namco game. I think it was on the PlayStation 2. Or not the PlayStation 2, but the PlayStation. I think that was more of like a trick shot game though. But yeah, no, yeah. I was playing these NES games, and it was interesting because I've never played them when they were out, right? I had a zapper, but it was mainly used for Duck Hunt, and then we never really used it again. So I never played Hogan's Alley or whatever, the Wild Gunman. And shit, the only time I've seen it was in fucking Back to the Future. But I was playing them the other day, and I was thinking they're actually pretty fun. I'm sure if you were actually playing it on a CRT with the actual zapper, I'm pretty sure they're really fun games to play. I mean, I got the NES and I got a zapper. Just got to get me a CRT to play the game on, or end the game, I guess. But yeah, no, yeah. Light gun games. That's one of those like arcade cab diamonds that you would want to get. That, and like I would say like a sit down cab, or even like a super hang on bike cab, where you actually have to pivot the cycle to move. Those are those top tier games that you'd want to strive for. Shit, I think I've been rambling on for this intro, but I don't even know where to go with this. But hello chat, welcome Mike R, and hello Sora. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm just hanging out, I guess. Actually, I could have done this, but Right. So I guess I could have done this to. Well, make it a bit more appealing. Wasn't sure if I was gonna play. I actually picked up a game called New Red 2 or something like that. It was a World War II first-person shooter game, and it reminded me of Day of Defeat. Now, Day of Defeat, fucking love that game. It's a old mod of Half-Life. Well, yeah, Half-Life. And then that went to Counter-Strike. And then I think they modded Day of Defeat off of Counter-Strike. So I could be wrong, though. I'm not too keen on my ancient Valve lore. But Day of Defeat, I played a shit ton of. And it was... I mean, it's the servers are still going today. And it's one of those games where it's, I don't know, it just reminds me of going to the old dark computer rooms where you pay $10 for an hour or whatever, and everybody's just sitting there playing Counter-Strike, and then you sit there and play some Day of Defeat. It's oh shit, how's it going, Sora?
Hello. I didn't want to interrupt your discussion. So hello.
It was more of trying to fill time. How are you doing?
It's interesting.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, as much as lurking around in old computer cafes, internet cafes, was... I don't know if you guys had any of that stuff up in.
I'm sure we did. But I've never been to one. It would have been fun. Though what's kind of there's been a resurgent population for like modern arcades, so like places that it's more like like a bar that they've themed themselves as arcades, so it's definitely not for kids, it's just for adults only, so legal drinking age. And you go in, you get drunk, and you play. They have like the old a bunch of old arcade games, like like the big box games, and then sort of like midway games, that kind of stuff.
Hey, nice.
I've been to a couple. Yeah, those are fun, but as someone who never grew up with those kind of video games, like the old ones, and I don't have the hand-eye coordination for those, so a lot of losing, but it was still fun. I had a friend who part of her bridal shower was going to one of these, so that was a lot of fun. That's as close to these internet cafes I have experience with.
Honestly, I think nowadays you could probably cater it to specifics. You could probably fill a whole bar arcade with just pinball games.
Oh, probably 100%.
And still get a lot of people to just hang out there. And then you can even you have your retro, and there was a mall that is close to where Quiz and I live. And they used to have this big, like, I think it was like a 10-seat Sega F1 racing 3D racer type thing. And it was like an attraction at an amusement park. These things, I don't know, it'd be fun to see these things come back, but I don't know if anytime soon, considering the way things are going, but...
Well, I mean, it's hopefully now it'll be more of a revival, but you can't really distance yourself in these kind of places, so I'm sure they took a huge hit the last couple of years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sadly. But yeah.
So how's your weekend been?
Oh, quite nice. I minus a thing yesterday. I had to go get an X-ray for my foot. Just to
X-ray
check
for
whether
your
or not
foot?
I may have broken a toe.
Oh, did you drop
Kicking
something?
a wall.
Wait, you kicked a
Kicking a
wall?
wall by accident.
How do you accidentally kick a wall?
Well, so I was turning around and moving out of my bathroom really quickly, and the wall that was never in that particular place
Decided to
apparently
move?
was always in that particular place, and I just slammed my foot into it.
Oh, no.
Right between like my little toe and so the adjacent toe, like between the fourth and the fifth toe, and yeah, that I heard a noise and it was very painful. I hoped I had just sprained or like seriously sprained the muscle or something there, but it's been a couple of weeks now and it's still painful, so I gotta.
It's
I had to
still
go get it.
painful?
Yeah.
And you heard a noise?
Yeah.
Oh.
But like it's nothing is out. I was not trying to kick a toddler. I wear my steel cap toe boots when I kick toddlers. Cannibalistic wizard.
The laces were out for that one. Oh.
But yeah, no, it's still kind of painful. So luckily, nothing was poking out, but sometimes it still gets a bit warm. So I'm like, I really should probably get that seen too. So that was a bit of Saturday, and what sucks for that is X-rays. You don't need to you need a requisition for it, so you have to get a referral from your doctor. But there's no appointment booking, so you just show up and hope that there isn't a long lineup. Regardless where you go, you could whichever like radiology place you go, you kind of just show up, and then they put you in a line. So I kind of waited a little while for it, but yeah.
Oh, jeez.
We'll see in a week or so when the results come in.
I only because I've heard some tales that, hey, you think our healthcare is great. I was sitting here waiting X amount of hours just to get this checked out. It's like, ugh. I couldn't. I don't know. That's you're sitting in pain.
I mean, I could have gone to a private place, I suppose, but then I would be like out $800-900. So, I would have gotten my results immediately.
Ooh.
I guess as probably the same day.
Hey, well,
but,
not for nothing. I'm not gonna say I'm any expert on that. All I know is I pay a good chunk of my paycheck for a healthcare only because I'm scared of having a little Caesar while I'm driving. So it's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna make sure okay, yeah, whatever you say, doctor. Yeah, it's I can't. I just I don't like the notion that we have to even deal with that, but here we are.
Well, how was your weekend so far?
So far, it's been okay. Just getting ready to start a new job on Tuesday, so I've just been prepping up and relaxing, I guess. Yeah, I've been I think I was griping about it earlier, but I was playing a lot of old games on an old system, just because I thought it was funny that there's still people who play the system online, and and you can still play along with them. So it's been fun with that, and other than that, but been working on some art projects and yeah,
Nice.
just trying to get things back to normal as possible. But yeah, just getting ready for. I mean, like I said, I completely forgot that tomorrow is Labor Day here in the States, so a lot of work is off, and the job that I got hired with was, oh yeah, we'll start you on Tuesday. I'm like, Tuesday? Oh yeah, it's fucking Labor Day. Shit. So so I've been just enjoying some time off,
That's not well. It's kind of nice. I don't know. It's if it almost feels like you have like extra time to prep when you don't have to start on a Monday.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just feel like I got everything ready to go for tomorrow morning, but it's like, oh yeah, it's Labor Day, so
Oh.
I guess I'll I don't know. But I did I will say I was watching some old movies, and they just kind of filled a nice void, catch up on some oldies.
I like that. That there's a comfort to that when you watch a movie you've seen so many times, or even if you haven't seen it in a while. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's relaxing.
Or shit when you haven't seen it in a while and you're like, wait, that was in there? Oh, shit.
Or the best is rewatching something that you loved when you were younger, but as an adult, and you're finally catching all the like adult jokes that they added in there for like the parents, say if it's a kid show, or like the more you now understand the more raunchier human for like adult shows, and you're like, oh, I can't believe they said this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I love that. When you find that out, it's like, oh. No, but I mean, it just kind of sucks that we have to go to older stuff just to get our entertainment fill. I've been seeing some of the reviews for like She-Hulk and
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, and it's like, damn.
It's not it's not very what's it called? I don't know. It's disappointing, I guess.
Yeah, they they could have been so much more,
Yeah.
but hey, that's
Like
what they
you.
paid for. I think Lord of the Rings was like $1 billion or something like that. Oof.
Yeah, it's as if all the big things that they have to say for that is that it's one of the most expensive shows ever produced, as if that alone gives it merit, you know? And so, okay, well, yeah, but what about the stories? Is it a good story? What's going on? No, that's not important.
I'm just laughing because it was that much money, and from what I've seen, it looks goofy. And the script that I've heard, it sounds goofy. It's like, what the hell are they doing? They
Uh,
somebody made off with a lot more money than they deserved. But I mean, that's just the times we're in.
yeah.
That there is no saving grace for any IP that's going out there. And actually, I gotta ask Quiz. I don't know where the hell he went to get food, but I saw somewhere was making a D&D joke where it was orcs and space monkeys. I gotta ask him, what in the hell is a space monkey in D&D? But they were racist. And
Oh, I saw today people talking about that, and I didn't know what the context of that was either.
yeah, because I understood because there was an argument earlier that people thought orcs in D&D are depicting black people, which is ridiculous. But space monkeys, I don't think I've ever heard of space monkeys in D&D. So he is a DM, so I guess he would be the person to ask. But he's apparently going to get some pizza. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Very nice.
Lucky him.
And I hope he does come back because I am interested to find out.
Yeah, no, yeah, I want to know what these space monkeys are. Oof.
I'm sure it has something to do with like, the racist connotation of, black people and monkeys and something like that. I'm sure.
But in Dungeons and Dragons?
I know. I don't know. That's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't I don't know if I've ever heard of that. But then again, these people post so much random nonsense on Twitter nowadays, so it's hard to not hard. It's difficult to differentiate between what's real and what's not.
Yeah, that is very true. They make such a big deal about a lot of things that seem silly, but then you can't say that it's silly because like you don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they try and goad you into an argument where you can, see that there's no argument to be had. And but people do go into it. And I will say, as much as I think it's ridiculous, it is fun to read through some of the threads. So I guess I am guilty of that.
Of course, reading through it is funny because then you get a chance to see exactly, okay, what are people outraged about today? Like what is the evil du jour?
Yeah, for the day, and it's like,
Yeah.
really, this is it, huh? And
This is the hill we're dying on today. Okay, that's fine.
And it's fun to see the actual arguments that they would come up with. Hey, it's a learning experience, I guess. But yeah, you never interject, I guess, unless you have like an alternate name and persona, so you can go in there like a hidden person. Like, yeah, like a Batman or something like that. You go in there and then you can shitpost, and I don't know if I'd have it in me to shitpost some of these people, because
I admire people who can do that, just because I don't know if you have to. I've never been quick enough to draw or clever enough or just really have like the guts to really be a troll and shitpost people like that. So I was like, I appreciate it when people do it properly, not just name calling or trying to end a conversation by calling someone an ist, because that's really a conversation finisher. Because where are you gonna go from that? Someone calls somebody a racist or a homophobe or something. You're like, well, okay, ends the discussion.
That to me, just, you're pretty much putting the napkin on the tape on your plate. You're saying, I'm done.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
nothing left, you know.
I don't, I can't have a discussion with you, so I'm just going to call you something nasty and
Oh yeah, well you're stupid, and I'm gonna be gone.
Mhm.
It's like okay, well here's a
You're a
coloring
big
book,
poo-poo
and there
head,
you go.
Mock.
Yeah, but I like how you put like it's like they're trolls, but they're like Robin Hood trolls. You know, like they're taking the shit out of the Phobos and the Phobos labels people, and they're giving it back to the people, and it's like, yeah. And
It's
that,
like I've always it's like when you're like watching anything or playing anything, it's when you can do evil or that the person who's the jackass, but like a clever jackass where you're like, oh, I can't, you are evil or you're annoying, but at the same time, yeah, I like you. That's a good person right there. Not because they're good, but because they make you chuckle a little bit. That's all you need.
they're good, but they also make you chuckle. Yeah, well.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, actually, I can't remember. I think it was Friday, or no, I think it was Thursday. Uh, comedian Jim Brewer, was doing an interview with Steven Crowder, and he was actually talking about this, where he's been noticing that there's been an absence in comedians who are willing to actually talk about, actually give commentary to the current times. And he's like, a lot of them are scared. Where do they go? And I think you're right. It is what we need now. Is we need these people to be out there and just saying what's actually going on. And if you're capable of adding a splice of wit, there you go. Muddied that up on purpose.
But yeah, no, I get you. It's and it's not it's actually quite sad to where someone who's, because usually when you see comedian or like whether it's stand up or a writer, part of comedy, like, or some of the good comedy is like situational, right? You're commenting on the political climate, any sort of thing, right? And when you cannot make fun, and of course there's that more serious quote is, if you want to know who's in power, figure out who you can't make fun of, kind of thing, then you'll know who has the power. But it's at the same time as, shouldn't you want people to kind of poke fun? Because of course you always have the individual who's going to go down the lowbrow road, who is not trying to make a statement but just kind of be nasty about it. There's always going to be people, sure, but then when you have someone who's an actual stand-up comic trying to sort of do some situational humor or anything like that, it's like, okay, well, now comics are being attacked and people aren't really doing anything about it, so I don't really feel comfortable in doing my profession, so I'm just going to be as milquetoast as possible. It's sad. Kind of feels like you're getting robbed of entertainment.
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, because the entertainer has to curtail what they're doing in their act. I mean, and we should have been calling the alarm when a lot of comedians were sitting there saying we're not doing colleges anymore. We should have said, hey, shit. But now here we are again, where we can't even make fun of the president, as Jim Brewer was putting it. And it just goes to show where it's we've gone way beyond the point of look, if you can't see the direction where this is going, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You're not allowed to be funny.
Oh shit. Oh
Oh
I'm sorry.
God.
No fun
No
allowed.
funny. No funny allowed.
Sorry, Dr. Robotnik. What's up, Quiz?
Nothing much. How about you guys?
No, all
Nah.
good. Waiting to hear about your pizza.
Oh, we didn't get pizza. I got chili dogs, fries, and my roommate got a cheesy beef on garlic bread.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh.
Thought it was
Yes,
pizza.
it was good. Well, no fault in thinking that because the place we went to is a pizza place.
No.
Oh,
We just got
delicious.
other stuff other than pizza.
Sounds very good.
It was very good. I really like their chili cheese dogs.
I haven't had one in a while because there was one place who made excellent chili,
Mhm.
and that you can add to their burgers and stuff.
Mhm.
They closed many years
Oh.
back now. Yeah, and I'm particular with my chili after kind of starting to make my own, and I don't do it often. It's just because it's a lot of prep
Yes.
for all the ingredients. But it's not like I'm a snob, but like I now know what goes into making it, and so when you have one that doesn't taste good, you're like, oh, you cut all the corners.
Yeah. Yep. I'll say the one for me, it kind of sucks. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like the chili cheese dogs at this place. They're good. I like them, but they are not the kind of chili cheese dogs I usually like because these had beans. And it had a cheese sauce instead of cheese how I normally have it. Have you seen what a Cincinnati chili cheese coney looks like?
No.
It is a beanless chili on a regular hot dog bun. It is a pork hot dog instead of beef, because here in Chicago it's like almost always beef. And the cheese that they put on the dog
Mhm.
is shredded cheddar, and it's
Ooh,
just a mountain of it, and it's so
that's
delicious.
nice.
It is so delicious. I love me a Cincinnati style chili cheese coney.
God
Yeah,
damn it, dude.
I would very much like to try that.
Why do you gotta say this after I just smoked a bowl?
Oh man, you're getting the munchies.
That's not fair.
I'm getting hungry. I won't tell you what I had for my brunch then.
Well, you might as well because we're already the door has been kicked open.
I had a steak sani, as they called it. It's
Ooh.
Hold on.
Just like a bun.
She is from Canada, so
Yeah.
we don't know what a Sammy might be. It could be something.
Sani sandwich.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then it was steak, so like an actual big steak. I think it was about 7 ounces,
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
medium rare, because that's how I like it.
Mhm.
With grilled onion, which I know you don't like, but I love. Grilled onion, mushroom, and cheddar with aioli.
Nice.
Mwah. Delicious.
What kind of aioli?
Garlic.
Okay. I say because the one pub that we go to has a red pepper aioli, and it's delicious.
Oh, I would like to try that. That sounds very good. But no, this place it's just the garlic, so a bit standard. But it's like a weird, not quite Philly cheesesteak because it doesn't have
Yeah.
the peppers and it's not the thin, right? But when you have one of those days, I was like, I've been really good. I just want something greasy and delicious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know that.
And so that was today.
Oh, I hope that doesn't get sound clipped.
Greasy and delicious. I have a dog in my lap.
Oh shit, Daco.
He's being a little adorable Shit. Hey, here, come here. Let's turn on the camera. Hello.
A steak
Oh,
sandwich.
hold on.
Hello.
Where are you?
Hold on, and that was just
There
for brunch?
you are.
That was just for brunch?
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't had any dinner really because it's heavy, so that's basically my meal for the whole day.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is
my
my dinner.
goodness.
This is my dinner for the day.
He said, but I'm a snack.
No, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy.
My dogs got lucky because I had a little bit of the steak left. Well, I on purpose left it. So they, excuse me. They got as part of their dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he unfortunately doesn't get any of my. He got the fries. He got a lot of fries from my food, but I couldn't give him any of the dogs. Number one, hot dog farts for this little guy are real, and they are foul. And then
poor
also,
guy.
he is violently lactose intolerant, so that cheese sauce would have been awful.
Oh, that sucks. We don't give them a lot of cheese, but they can eat no problem. Like they've never had any trouble digesting it, but of course, again, small amounts because you never know. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. He's
Yeah.
deprived. He's
Deprived
deprived.
of all dairy.
Oh.
But I still get him like things like the what is it, Frosty Paws, because that's not dairy.
Oh, so my former colleague, she's from Florida originally. She always went on and on and about Frosty Paws, and we don't really have them here. At least she never could find them here. I hadn't heard about them before because usually it's like, oh, if you're getting ice cream or like ice cream in quotes for your dog, it's like, you'll go to like what we used to do, get a cone from McDonald's and split it. Because it's like a soft serve pseudo real.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I say it's but there is lactose in it. There's
yeah.
There is still milk in it, but I love you too, bud.
Oh.
Mwah. Okay. Are you wanting to be put down? No. Want to be put down? Okay, go get my gun.
Jesus.
Oh, got your paw tangled up in my headphones. There you go. All right, I won't put you away. Go on. Go on to bed. But yeah. And so we got Labor Day tomorrow too, so I don't have to go to work. Yay!
Yay. Adam was talking about his starting on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Good. I was hoping he would get something soon. He's probably going getting some munchies. I noticed he's muted.
He's muted. Okay, I didn't notice that. Sorry.
No,
yeah,
fine.
No, he was mentioning it, and I was saying, I was like, oh, you know what? It's not bad having to start on a Tuesday. I don't know. At least to me, it feels like you get a little bit more time to prepare. But I can understand with some people, but like I would kind of like to right now, like on a Monday start the work week. But
yeah,
I'm taking this week off of work, so
okay.
I am very excited. Technically, it's just 4 extra days because Monday's off for us too.
Okay.
But
that's good. That's good.
I am not complaining.
It's
nice. It's nice not to have to work.
Yeah. I'd say the best part about it is that since I'm not going in on a Monday, I get to host again. Woo! So.
Yeah. Get all the old the boys back in town.
Yes. For a little while at least.
Ah, yes. Labor Day.
Today, boy, day is Labor Day. Day, boy, day, Labor Day.
Welcome back. Did you get a snack?
I got myself a Heineken.
Hey. I'm thinking I might crack open into the cider that I got at Door.
That's not the. Is that the cherry?
Is it cherry?
Yeah, it's cherry and apple cider.
You still have that?
Yep, I didn't crack into it yet.
Damn. Yeah, don't crack into it yet.
I think I have some mead in the fridge. I think I have one more can. It's like a
mead?
local thing. Got it. Yeah. Well, it's what they call mead. It's not real. I wouldn't call it mead, but it's what I got that at the farmer's market a few weeks back. Bought a 4-pack of their different flavors, and it's not great. They're not bad, but the flavoring isn't there. Like how they say, oh, it's gonna be this. I'm like, yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's a good try. At least it wasn't expensive, and you're supporting local, brewers and that kind of stuff. So it's okay.
Sure.
Well, does it have a flavor or no?
It has a sweet, fermented, alcohol-y taste.
Sweet,
it's like to me when I think of mead,
or like a sugar.
Well,
sweet?
it's like sugary sweet. Unfortunately, I've had mead where it's like I'm expecting something like you can taste the honey, that it's actual honey. You it's a fullness on the tongue or something. And I'm not an expert in this or anything. It's just like, oh, I've had it a few times and I find it delicious, so I want to have it again. Yeah. Not so much, but that's okay.
You can still taste the rust on the iron from the barrel that they're cooking it out of. Oh,
and I now kind of want to find it to see if I actually do have it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I feel like I should have. It's like I always forget to have some alcohol, and on the weekend, because I'll be like, oh, it'd be nice to have like wine with dinner, and I never do. So this time, like, I'll enjoy Sunday. I'll be right back.
That's a good point. Since I don't have to go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna be right back too. I'm gonna go get the cider. I'm gonna have me some cider.
Oh, I guess I started a trend. Well, folks, I guess it's time to shut the stream off and call it an evening. For you see, we're all going to be enjoying ourselves a bit of a drink. And Lord knows you don't want to hear us chit-chattering away as we enjoy and indulge ourselves in alcoholic beverages. Perhaps a smoke or two. But that's not for me to say. Let's see what the panel says when we get back. Ah, hell. Let's just keep the show
Hello.
going. How's it going,
I'm
Sora?
back.
And how's the mead?
Well, so the one I have is saffron and orange. It's called Champion of the Sun.
And
it's actually the best of the 4 I've had, because this one actually tastes like saffron.
Okay. Saffron.
Yeah.
Very floral bouquet.
Well,
hey, wait.
saffron.
And when Quiz, when you get your drink, let's little tip of the glass type of thing, right?
Of course. I say, I just wanted to point out, this is the cider that I bought in Door. It is Island Orchard is the brewery, and handcrafted in Door County, Wisconsin. But all I gotta say is that this is also named after Luna's 5th movie, where she played a down home country girl next door, and it was called The Country Tart.
Whoa.
Very good, very good.
The 5th movie?
Yeah.
This is from Humble Bee Meadery. I will say I'm impressed with this one. If I see them again, I would buy this one again. Not the other flavors, sadly, but this is actually very refreshing. It's good.
I'll say, speaking of that for this, we know that this is good because we bought a bottle out there and it didn't last the night. But this is
a good sign.
Yeah, this is an apple and cherry cider. You can tell by the coloration.
Yo.
So, cheers.
Salud.
Cheers to you. Norok.
Prost. Slancha.
Yeah. Now it feels like Sunday of a vacation.
Yes.
We are.
Hi, Cryptic.
We're sharing some of our American holiday to you, so you can enjoy that drink. I don't even know Labor Day. What the fuck is that a union holiday?
I don't even know. All I know is that the facility that I'm working at is not union, and it does. We do get the day off for it.
Oh, you get the
Give
day
me
off?
1 second. Oh yeah, I've got tomorrow off, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. You were just talking about it. Yeah.
Let's see. I want to know what the origins of Labor Day is.
So
History of Labor Day.
it's called Labor Day for us here too. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember Dropkick Murphys thinking about it.
Hell yeah. Okay. Observed on the first Monday of September, Labor Day is the annual celebration of the social and economic achievements of American workers. The holiday is rooted in the late 19th century when labor activists pushed for a federal holiday to recognize the many contributions workers have made to America's strength, prosperity, and well-being. Before it was a federal holiday, Labor Day was recognized by labor activists and individual states. After municipal ordinances were passed in 1885 and 1886, a movement developed to secure state legislation. New York was the first state to introduce the bill, but Oregon was the first to pass the law recognizing Labor Day on February 1st, 1887. During 1887, 4 more states, Colorado, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, passed laws creating a Labor Day holiday. By the end of the decade, Connecticut, Nebraska, and Pennsylvania had followed suit. By 1894, 23 more states had adopted the holiday, and on June 28th, 1894, Congress passed an act making the first Monday in September each year a legal holiday.
Very cool. There you go.
Oh shit, labor. Let's take it easy there, Cryptic. We don't want to be racist now.
Uh-oh. Is he saying racisms?
Hairballs.
He's adding U's where they may not be needed.
Extra U's are always needed.
No, they're not.
Yes, he's being inclusive, so we thank you, Cryptic. As they say as the kids say, Cryptic is a inclusion king. I don't know.
Inclusioning. All I gotta say about that is, do you not pronounce your T's either? You want me to get you a bottle of water?
Okay, no, we're literate in Canada.
Ooh, feel that, Britain? Oh, take that! Shots fired.
We can always summon a down under person and see what his input is.
Say a down under person that can't pronounce their R's. So
Oh wait.
At least we can pronounce our H's, like in herbal.
What's the point in the H? What's the point? Herb.
It has a better
You know what?
sound.
You know what? We do pronounce the H as herb when it's short for Herbert. Thank you very much.
Too little, too late.
Abbott. What? That doesn't even make sense. No, wait, no, man.
A butt or a boot?
A boot.
Ah.
Hey, Sora. Sora.
Hmm?
Say the moose is loose about the house.
The moose is loose about the house.
You try to be as American as possible, I see.
I see that sweat drop going.
The moose is loose about the house.
The moose is loose about the house.
Is loose.
The moose is loose about the house.
No, in all fairness, come on, Sora doesn't really have a Canadian
The
accent.
Canadian accent? No, she doesn't.
She's not like Eeyore or something like that.
I'm in the wrong part of the country anyway for really that kind of
Yeah.
accent to begin with. Yeah.
Probably Jen probably has a more of a Canadian accent.
Oh yeah. Yes, Jen. The moose is
Yeah.
loose about the house. Yeah, she'll probably. The moose is loose about the house.
I want Eeyore to say that.
Oh yeah, you know he'd do it. You know he'd do that.
The
Moose is loose
loose.
about the house.
Oh my goodness.
I love Australians though, because they're the only ones that when they give a negative response, they use every vowel in the in the language.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, listen to an Australian say no. No. A-E-I-O-U. No.
I'll have to listen more carefully next time. That's hilarious.
Do they really?
Yeah, listen to an Australian say no. I also had a bone to pick with Australians too. Yeah, have you guys noticed that Australians have this like thing that they do, where if you don't understand what they're talking about, they'll just repeat what they said, as if that somehow fixes the problem.
Did they repeat it louder?
No, they just go like, okay, here's an example. Far does this all the time, and then I noticed it when Internet Historian did it. Internet Historian was talking to, oh god, who's that British guy? Fuck. I can't remember which person he was. It was the travel
a British
episode.
YouTuber, or?
Yeah. Hang on. Net historian travel.
Oh,
Pyrocynical. So he was talking to Pyrocynical, and he goes, why doesn't the world have more travelators? And then Pyrocynical's like, a what? And then, okay.
That's a moving sidewalk, isn't it?
Yes, it's a moving side, like an escalator that goes horizontally, right?
Yeah, it's
okay.
what they have at the airport too.
But this is what Australians do. They'll go like, what do you mean when you say, travelator? And then Australians will go, travelator, like a travelator.
We've summoned an Australian!
No.
Yes, Adam sent me a DM asking if I wanted to be on. I'm like, alright, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Terry, can you confirm that Australians do this?
Do what?
That like, okay, say like you were talking about something and I didn't know what you were talking about. Let's just say like I don't know, like like a car. Like I didn't know what a car was, okay? And
right.
You sit there and go like, hey, have you seen the car? It travels on 4 wheels. And I'm like, no, what is a car? And then Australians will go, it's a car, like a car.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people do that. Yeah,
I'm just noticing that it's a lot of times it's Australians that do it.
I haven't noticed it specific to Australians, but I've noticed people do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because of that, I'm all like, that's totally an Australian thing.
And it's very helpful, isn't it?
Yeah, right? It's like, if I didn't know the first time, it's like, I've said this about the lyric, that you see this in a lot of rap songs, especially modern rap songs. I'm not saying like 90s, even 80s and 70s rap, but I'm saying like new modern rap. A lyric in particular that I can immediately point to in the song "Fancy," right? There's the lyric, "I'm so fancy, you already know." That lyric bothers me. If I already know, then why the fuck are you telling me?
She's confirming your observation that she is fancy. It's very
and I just want to confirm that I found it as a nice opportunity to invite Terry, because I haven't talked to him in a while. And
oh yeah, Terry's great. How's it going, Terry?
Suckered you in.
Fell for it.
Yeah, but I hope we're not distracting you too much, Terry.
And Cannibalistic Wizard, we eat prawns, not shrimp. I'm told there's a difference.
Whoa, hold on.
That's it. Yeah, that's one thing I think is really funny is that when everyone keeps on saying shrimp on the Barbie for Australians, that's a faux pas. That's a purely American thing, because Australians say prawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't say shrimp. They do say Barbie though.
Yeah, but it's because of an ad Paul Hogan did like years and years and years ago, where he said, "I'll throw another shrimp on the Barbie for you." So that's where it came from. But yeah, I assumed that prawns and shrimp were the same thing, but I've been told that no, they are in fact different.
Really?
Yeah, I think
I didn't think they were different.
Like,
I'm curious now.
Size. I think it's size.
What is the difference?
All right, come
between
on, Sora. Is it really size that
prawn
matters?
and
100%.
Yes.
Don't. Anybody else is lying.
Well, is the prawn a lie?
Shrimp possess lamellar plate-like gills and a set of claws on their front two pairs of legs. Prawns, in comparison, have branching gills and claws on 3 sets of their legs, with their front pair being noticeably larger.
There you go.
That just sounds like semantics to me.
I think it's a bit like the difference between crocodiles and alligators, where they're they're extraordinarily similar, but there's like the teeth are a bit different.
Well, yeah, you can see it.
Okay, here we go.
And I was just thinking that's crazy.
From thespruce.com, it's about the spruce eats. Shrimp, mostly found in saltwater, smaller, part of a suborder of Paleocymata, plate-like gills and curled body. Prawns, mostly found in freshwater, bigger, part of a suborder order of Dendrobranchiata, branching gills and a straight body. So, okay, are then prawns more akin to crawfish than shrimp?
Whoa.
Could be. I'm not sure what crawfish are, but yeah, like if you look at a king prawn, those things would not be described as shrimps by anyone. They're pretty chunky. So
okay,
I can see the size would be a big difference there.
Okay, so here's what it is. A prawn is to a shrimp that a lobster is to a crawfish.
Oh, okay.
So a lobster is bigger, it is straighter, so on and so forth. The crawfish is okay. So like if you look at the profile of a prawn and a shrimp, they look fairly similar, and then a lobster and a crawfish look similar. So okay.
Right. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. I'm learning much more about shellfish than I ever thought.
I think we learned a lot.
For a brief time, I actually thought I was allergic to seafood, and then it turns out I wasn't. And the doctors were just lazy and didn't test properly.
What?
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because what happened was there was a dust storm, and I've never known myself to be allergic to dust, so I was just like, yeah, whatever. And then I had a plate of prawns for dinner, and I just went into anaphylactic shock. And so my dad took me to the emergency room, and they said, oh yeah, well, I mean, if you ate prawns, it's probably that. And like, okay.
I guess I'm allergic.
So I just stopped eating them, and then I had to get a blood test for some reasons, like to do with my skin, and they were like, all right, so can you just check whether I'm allergic to seafood or not while you got the sample? It's like, yeah, you can do that. You're like, no, you're fine. There's no allergy there.
Well, so it must have been something like in the air, like
Yeah, it was the dust. It was the dust from the dust storm.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'd never been in an actual dust storm before. Like I've seen like dust around the house, but this was like swirling in the air and like,
jeez,
cover your mouth so you don't breathe it in, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't realize that I would be allergic to dust because I'm not allergic to household dust because it's like so small in quantity by comparison. But this amount of dust, yeah, it fucked me up.
Yeah, I figure maybe it also might do for the fact that it is a completely different kind of dust as well. Because I mean, household dust is mostly like dead skin cells.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was sitting there at the computer and thinking my lip isn't sitting right. Like it felt like it was in the wrong place, and I couldn't get it to. And then, like, I looked in the mirror and it was like all swollen, and then the rest of me started swelling, and Dad was like, "Let's go to the emergency room. This looks dangerous."
Yes. Yeah, it's a good thing you did.
So yeah. It turns out I'm not allergic to seafood, so I'm glad because I do quite enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a buddy of mine is allergic to, or well, his dad is like deathly allergic to shellfish, and because of that, and he doesn't want to go and get tested for it. He just straight up doesn't go for shellfish at all. So like we've gotten like gotten sushi and stuff like that, and he just goes for only non-shellfish.
That's quite sensible.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah. I can't fault someone for not wanting an allergic reaction.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to have an allergic reaction. That's got to be painful.
Yeah.
Adam's coming in a bit quiet for me. I don't know if it's like that for anyone else.
Oh, I turned him up. It could be Discord.
He's already at maximum on my Discord. So.
I'm sorry, dude. Let me. I was kind of away from the mic. Is this better? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I completely understand. You see, after talking to my doctor extensively about a similar issue, it's gotten to the point where if I even pick up a bag of Funyuns, I break out into like a small form of hives, and it becomes unbearable. So eating any sort of onions is just it's horrific.
Yeah, no.
It's not it's not something that I would wish on anyone.
Yeah, I get it.
It's what's sad is I didn't realize that like celery powder, which is like one of those, like in a lot of savory stuff they use it as a seasoning. Apparently it's very highly allergenic.
Yes, it is. We say we've got celery as a allergen for the ingredients at the place that I work, and we have it separated from the allergens.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that, and then it's in a lot of things, in a lot of your chips and season anything really, like that snack. And
Wait,
yeah.
what's it called?
Celery seasoning.
Celery.
Yeah.
seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, celery salt is another really big one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow.
And I say, and you unconsciously pulled an Australianism there, Adam.
Wait, what?
You went yeah no yeah.
Hold on, did I really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wouldn't have thought celery would be in as much as it is, because it's not the sort of thing I think of as something that you season food with. But
Yeah, no, like the actual celery, like the actual vegetable, the root vegetable, or no, leafy vegetable, is just roughage.
yeah,
So it's not like you're getting very many vitamins or minerals out of it. It's all just basically fiber that you're getting.
Hey, and here's another fun fact. There's, I can't remember the name of the artist offhand, but he would always depict, if he was depicting a woman carrying groceries, she would always have celery and like French bread in her bag as
Okay.
that's groceries. You'll notice that if you look in like pinup art, especially if the lady is like leggings are being torn or something like that, she'll have a bag of celery and French bread.
I have noticed that everyone draws the French bread if they want to draw groceries. That's always there.
Yeah, the go-to.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to the market? Yeah, you got French bread. Well, I mean, I guess it's better than, like cuts of salami or something like that.
It's I suppose it's very identifiable and
Yeah.
easy to draw.
Let's say I have 2 loaves of French bread in my fridge, or in my kitchen.
Or baguettes. Aren't baguettes
Baguettes.
the type of thing?
Baguette.
I believe they're slightly different than French bread.
Oh.
Because French bread is supposed to be softer, and a baguette is like hard
and
like a
baguette is
cracker.
Belgian. Oh, okay, I
So-
get it. All right.
Oh no, I was gonna say
I'm
it's
pretty
hard
sure
like a
when
cracker.
When they're French, they're called faggots.
Ah, that's a Quebecian joke. Oh, that's horrible. You all are horrible. I can't believe you would make fun of your own Commonwealth brothers and sisters.
No.
Oh wait, no, the
So,
French aren't.
the
Never mind.
French.
Get out of here, you
There's-
onion-eating fucks.
No,
Oh,
there's
shit.
no
I'm sorry. I love you, French.
fraternité, qualité, whatever, ate
What?
with them.
A tay.
And for whatever reason, nobody likes the French.
Whatever the French slogan
Oh,
is.
come on. Hold on. Let me offer an olive branch to the French.
No.
We here at the at the zoo.
And, all I gotta say is the French are the reason why we were able to win our revolution. So they can't be all bad.
Yeah. I only know one French person, and he's all right. No, I've got no problems there.
He's all right.
Let's say Sam is a frog.
Yeah,
Semi.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is he?
It's a male.
Yeah.
I thought he was giant.
A giant? What are you talking about?
Wait, Sanguine?
No, Samael.
Oh, Samuel. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
see?
frog.
There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say like, holy
Yeah, but
shit,
he's
Sang's
like
a
he's
French?
like proper.
No shit.
He's proper French though. He's not Quebecois, so that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
proper
That
French.
he has that working for him.
But there's great fishing in Quebec.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't think I know anyone from Quebec. All the Canadians I know are either Alberta or Ontario, with the exception of Sora, who's BC.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And I'm pretty sure like that's the 3 provinces that everyone I know who's Canadian comes from.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where the majority of the populations live. Although I gotta admit, like I went and I looked at like the city profile of places like Calgary and Montreal, and
Mhm.
how are those places even considered cities? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My Americanism is showing here. Like when I think of a city, I
Montreal's
think of
a
like
city.
well, I think of like downtown Chicago, and that place like you could fit Calgary, Toronto, and Montreal inside Chicago by itself.
I mean, we have less population, so
True.
That's true. Very true.
So it's proportionally big,
I
you know.
think,
Yeah.
Canada and Australia have fairly similar populations. Canada's a bit more, but I think they're not too far apart.
I think the major problem with Australia though is that like everyone is in like 4 cities. You got like what, Perth, Sydney,
Melbourne.
Melbourne, and what's the one down south below Sydney? I can't remember which one that one is.
Adelaide is in South Australia.
Okay.
Hobart is like Tasmania, but no one talks about Tasmania.
Yeah.
And those would be the ones down south. They're the capital cities.
Okay.
I think Brisbane has got a decent chunk of population up north in Queensland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, Australia, everyone lives on the coast because you can't live in the middle of the country. It's desert.
You can, but you have to live underground. Literally underground. You have to live in a goddamn bunker.
Yeah, I mean, there's people like who do live there, but I mean,
wait, there's people who live
not very
underground?
many, and it's very, very harsh conditions that
Yes,
most people would not want.
Yeah, it's completely arid desert. Like you cannot. Yeah, it does not support life, Adam. You have to live underground, literally underground, in the middle of Australia, and even then, when you like surface to try and get any air, it's like regularly 107 degrees, all year round.
Yeah. It's a literal desert. It's not like, you know, a sarcastic or, you know, affectionate term. No, it's a desert. It is unlivable.
Yeah.
You see, this is just one more sign that climate change is real and we need to go to green energy. How the poor people of Australia cannot live on the continent that they're living on because of the fucking ozone layer and shit.
Well, I think the major reason why is because there's no potable land and there's no rainfall. If you like made a fuck off channel in the middle of Australia, it'd turn all of it into arable land.
Yeah, and what channel would that be? Like 2001? I mean, who's gonna watch it?
And,
God damn it!
Cannibalistic Wizard is saying, is Melbourne like Melbourne? Melbourne doesn't exist, so no, it's not.
I would say it all just comes down to the British influence and the fact that they got the language wrong.
Oh yeah, well it's just that, you know, you have to have the squiggly line over the bin.
I definitely have trouble with some of the English pronunciations. Like Shire. To me, that reads as Shire, but they say sheer.
They say sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it's Worcestershire sauce. It's not Worcestershire. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's Worcestershire.
Yes, Worcestershire.
Oh man.
But while we're shitting on the British, while we're shitting on
the England, last time I went to England, I got on the train and like the terminal station was Cockfosters, and it was like, why did you name it that?
Cockfosters?
Well, isn't there an actual place in Britain called Cocking Fuckborough?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Cock and Fuckborough?
To the Google machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, village of Cocking Fuckborough.
Oh shit.
Did they keep the name? Is this something like where you'd be like, okay, we're gonna have a parish meeting, and first on the agenda is whether or not we should change the name?
I hope they don't.
Okay, so I don't think Cocking Fuckborough is an actual place. Like, but there is a Cocking, and there is a Bitchfield.
I've said before that I don't think Coon, the cheese, should have changed their name.
Whoa.
I don't think there was no problem with the name because it wasn't a racial slur. It was the founder's surname. It was just, he wasn't saying, you know, everyone who eats this is a racial slur. He's saying my name is Edward Kuhn. I invented this cheese company. I'm going to call it Kuhn. I don't think there's anything racist in there that would warrant a name change.
Hold on, Terry. Is this some like subliminal Quippers United type sabotage? You're gonna keep saying this word on the Minions show, and then we're gonna get booted.
I'm being serious. If he was calling a certain type of people an unpleasant name, then absolutely change it. That would be racist.
Oh, why don't you want to say it now?
He was just using his own surname as the company name, and
no, I think
that should be allowed.
I agree.
100% agree. It's word magic. I cannot stand it.
Okay, so I've just been learning new places in Britain. There is a place called Crapstone. There's a place called Shitterton. There's a place called Sandy Balls. There's a place called North Piddle.
Oh God.
There's a place called Toad Suck Park. Burham Buttock.
And cannibalistic, it was Austria that had the city of fucking.
Oh, okay. Austria has fucking. Okay, so.
I'm sure it wasn't pronounced that way. I'm sure the Austrians pronounced it some like differently, fucking or.
Okay.
Yeah, it was spelled Fucking.
I absolutely love how this was shortened. There's a road called Methodist Bible Camp Road.
Okay.
They shortened it to Meth Bible Camp. And what's even better is that it ends in a dead end. So it's you see Meth
exactly
Bible Camp,
what it is.
dead end.
Oh God.
There's a place in Australia called Rooty Hill, which becomes funny when you realise that root is a slang term for having sex down here.
Oh yes, yeah. Rooting. Well, okay, wait. Is it rooting? ROOT? Because I've heard it's rutting is how it's supposed to be pronounced.
No.
It's RUTT.
RUTTING is like the correct word for it. Rooting, ROOTING, is the slang term for it.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, rooting is having sex, and there's a place called Rooty Hill. I was like,
there's a place in Austria.
Strong over there.
There's a place in Austria. I believe it's Austria. It's either that or some Scandinavian country because of the umlaut. It's Kiekendikock.
No. Is it
Kiekindek umlauted OK. Kiekendikock.
When you find out the. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's not dirty, but there was a racehorse when I was a kid called Waikikamucow, and I just loved the name so much.
I remember that guy. I remember.
Waikikamukaau. It was Waikikamucow.
Waikikamucow, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, sometimes you just gotta.
That's true. They deserve it.
Yep.
Yeah.
How else would they know their place?
Hey, everybody gotta jump. Oof, that was bad.
So this one, everyone knows. Intercourse, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
a place. I didn't know that place.
There's a village called Fingering Hoe. FINGRINGHOE. Fingering Hoe.
Oh God.
Oh,
I love places with naughty names. That's so funny.
There's a Cumming Street in Fingering Hoe.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
Yes. Fingering Hoe. Please tread carefully through our village.
Someone posted on Twitter, my leg, can't feel my leg, it's gone. Oh wait, never mind. So I put, doctor, I can't feel my legs. That's because we amputated your arms.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be a goose honk right after that joke.
That's a good one. I gotta remember that one. Okay, so you guys want like one of the best insults I've heard recently?
Yes.
What's that?
Shut your cock washer before I slap the dick off your breath.
Oh,
That is a thorough one for sure.
I do like the term cockwasher. It is a
Yeah.
good term.
Yeah, I like it.
cock watcher. You get caught up.
Get
in
caught
the-
up in no.
Oh, no. Probably not the right or correct cock watcher.
Ooh, cock flavored soup mix.
Yeah, there you go.
Ew.
Oh, welcome to Muff.
I'm sure it just tastes like chicken.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
You try it first.
Yeah, well, welcome to the land of milk and honey, bitch. Big Bone Lick State Park.
Oh god.
What?
Ooh.
I gotta say, Adam's playing is very precise. He keeps doing the exact same thing
Yeah, right?
every time with no difference. It's like spot on every time.
Shit like this just makes me laugh. Like, you know it's fake and all that kind of stuff, but it's still funny. It's Zelda 2, where Link walks up to a villager and talks to them, and then the little thing comes up and they say their little spiel, and it's got Link talking to like this little kid, like a little kid sprite, and it says, "Suck my dick, you shit-eating pig fucker."
Holy shit.
That is not in the real game.
No. I think that was I Am Error's son.
Yes. That cracks me up. They had a character whose name is Error.
Yes, Error.
Hold on. You know what? Terry, you have damaged my ego. So I guess now I have to actually play a game before we end the show. I was content with just having demos play, but Terry had to make. I
Had
guess
to call you out.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let me load something up.
What are you playing?
McDonald's under the marquee. Try our new crap.
I don't know. Hopefully, I'm good at it again tonight. I was doing pretty good. So damn it. Like I said, shit. Okay, here we go.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm saving this one, but I'm. Oh wait, no, shit, fuck, shit, god damn it. All right. No, I want to open image in new window. There we go. All I gotta say is, man, them British soldiers and their high and tights, it's hell.
Let's have
Done.
That is awesome. And, I see you're playing Street Fighter. I approve.
Let's watch this here. Oh, by the way, I downloaded Fightcade, Adam. So if you've not heard about this, it's an emulator that has straight up netcode that allows you to play things like Cap vs SNK2 over your PC with other people.
Yes. And
Wait,
I
what's
don't
it
know
called?
if you know about the auto
Fightcade.
installer for the ROMs, because
Yes.
that makes a big difference.
It does, and it's so good. And say I've already downloaded Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and oh god, what's the other one? Cap vs SNK2 EO.
Good choice.
Yes.
CVS 2 is probably my favorite fighting game still.
Me too. Cat vs. SNK 2 is just my favorite.
I'd say Blaze Blue is probably my favorite in terms of like actual single player content.
Mhm.
But in terms of the actual game engine, CVS 2 wins. It's an amazing game.
Yes. I 100% agree. Playing Balrog, bro?
Dude, it's not fair. They put me against Fei Long right at the beginning. I was doomed to lose. That's not fair. Fuck that.
Also-
I demand a second chance.
I demand the reroll.
The AI for Super Turbo is absolutely broken. Assuming you're playing the American version of Super Turbo, the AI is always cranked to the absolute maximum. It's just a bug that never got fixed. It's a lot of people actually play the Japanese version just because it's not broken. That's the reason. Like the AI actually plays somewhat close to fair.
Yeah, I do have to say, Adam's Balrog is pretty strong. He's damn good with Balrog.
I've always liked Sagat.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, even without knowing he was top tier, like in Super Turbo, old Sagat is like one of the ones that's frequently soft banned because it's just too polarizing. Like he either completely obliterates like half the cast, or he just can't do anything to them. And I just like the character. I just like shooting the fireballs and the long range on his kicks. He's just a character that's always appealed to me.
He is kind of broken, not gonna lie.
Oh,
Yeah. In Super Turbo, he's like top 2. People will argue over like rankings, but he's like way up there.
Yeah.
all right, one more
I was
time.
saying in terms of charge characters like E Honda and Blanca and all of them. Cap vs. SNK 2, hands down top tier, and Bison. And Bison is the best.
Oh hell yes, Bison is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of. I always use Seagroove, even though I know there's like 5 others. It's just Seagroove is the one that sort of clicks with me. Like
Same.
I don't like the custom combos. I don't like the P groove having everything as one level 3 and no like gradation.
Mm-hmm.
The SNK ones, I think I never played SNK games, so I'm not really familiar with their systems. Like I've started playing them more now, but
Yeah. S-Groove is
like-
fun. It allows you to charge it up independently of having to build it up by fighting. So like if your
Yeah.
opponent's a real coward and just like sitting in the corner like away from you trying to turtle.
manual charging of super meter, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
N groove and K groove, I've been told, are actually really strong.
Oh yeah, K Groove is fucking fantastic. The Rage Gauge, it's hands down one of my favorites.
I've been told that like A and N are like extremely strong, but C is like
Come
good as well.
on, he's gonna fucking throw me into
P groove
resistance.
is terrible. Everyone says that sucks.
Yeah, P Groove is not very good. I'm in the same boat, Terry. C Groove just makes the most sense to me. But other than that, I also really like K. K is my other favorite.
Yeah. I saw a thing on Twitter. This guy, he goes by Smug, is his like internet name,
Mhm.
and he was playing against the computer, and it must have been against a real person, but it was his level 1 Sakura up against their level 4 Halmaru, and he gets hit by the heavy punch.
Mhm.
It does like 80% of the life bar in a single hit.
Oh God.
Get out of here.
That
Okay,
makes
fucking
sense.
difference between ratio 4 and ratio 1
Yeah.
on a move that already does like 30%. It was just brutal. He's like losing his mind. It's like, where did my fucking health go?
Well, it's I say a ratio 4 means that Halmaru, that's the only character they get, so it's survival mode for them. Oh, God,
Like,
got a pixel at him, a pixel.
Smug ended up winning the fight. It was just funny that he lost his Sakura in like a single hit.
Oh yeah, it was funny. There was a couple times I played Cat vs SNK2 at the anime conventions I used to go to, and I went up against a dude who ranked 3rd, at the tournament, and I just completely manhandled him because we were playing a ratio match, and he went with a 3-person evenly distributed, 2 1s and 1 2. I just went with 2 2s, Cammy and Mai, and I absolutely destroyed him. He got my Cammy down with his 2 and only had like 10% health left, and I had a full health Mai.
Yeah. Conventional wisdom is that you do want to do the 1-1-2 split. That is like considered the optimal approach, because the ratios don't scale very well. Like a ratio 4 is not 4 times stronger than a ratio 1. It's a lot less.
Yes.
So if you want to like get the maximum value from your team, you are better off going 1-1-2.
Yeah.
As opposed to anything else.
For me, it all came down to, like, if I'm going 3 characters, I usually only, of course you always go 3 characters if you play a non-ratio match. If I play a non-ratio match, it's going to be Mai, Terry, and Cammy. If I'm playing a ratio match, I usually go 2 2s, and I go Mai and Cammy, just because both of them get auto throws for their heavies, and their heavies have very little in terms of recovery frames with their mids, so you can just sit there and use heavy like the entire time, and it works, especially if you do a lot of jumping to avoid things like, charge move characters. So just for me,
I always put Sagat on my team, and I always have Blanca on my team, and then the third one I usually go Bison, but sometimes I go Balrog.
Oh, Eeyore's here, by the way. Hello, sir.
Hello,
Eeyore. You can't let me lurk, can you?
No, I can't. Hey, real quick, say the moose is loose about the house.
Oh shit! Hold on. Wait, yeah. Say that.
The moose is loose about the house.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on.
He even went slow.
Shut up. The moose is loose about the hoose.
About the house.
They made me do it too.
Hold on, I gotta say this is awesome because I've been looking at this and the growing group who's on the fucking video chat. Ah, damn it. Okay, who's on the chat right now? And it's growing, and we've reached the Sears Tower. So, we started with 1, and now we are many.
The sort of like the troll comment that we use for New Zealanders is fish and chips, because they will say fish and chips.
I'll say no. I love for New Zealand to say, hey, what's 3 + 3?
Yeah, well, they always say 6.
Yeah, well, man, I barely even know you. I need to look for a sentence that has a lot of R's and tell an Australian to say that.
Yeah. No, I maintain that's the reason that none of the streams I'm on ever get taken down, is because even if I'm trying to, I just don't say the hard R. It just doesn't.
Well, you can't. You just it's impossible for you being Australian.
And I think it was Frosted asked me to say Ben Stiller, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, you can't say it, can you?"
Well, yeah, you got a point. So the British don't enunciate their T's, the Australians don't enunciate their R's.
I mean, I can say it. I could say Ben Stiller. It's just it doesn't come naturally.
No, of course not. And it's a completely foreign dialect to you. It's the same with God, I'd say my favorite too is the Irish. The Irish always like. Whereas I think the Irish just stole all of Britain's T's because they over enunciate their T's, and their THs are tink. I tink dis. Tree, turdy, tree, and a turd.
I like the Irish accent. It's so cute.
Yes. The thing I love about the Irish accent is how they say R. Like, how do you get to that point? How do you get to or?
A huge dislike of the British. I don't know.
It's the L and the or button.
How do we destroy the language?
It's the L and the or button.
I don't know. I guess looking at the chat, how is Melbourne?
Yeah, I already addressed that. That's a whole conversation.
Come on, you're all fucking having your own dialect.
I'm one of the few people. I didn't actually like Third Strike.
I love Third Strike. It's a great game.
Like a lot of people do. I mean, it's a very popular game, but I just never got into Street Fighter 3. Any iteration of it. I just don't like the characters.
Well, Alpha is probably the better one, in my opinion. Third Strike is good, but Alpha is, in my opinion, better because Alpha has Cammy. Third Strike does not.
Well, I mean, I think they handled it better where they introduced new characters in Alpha, but they had enough familiar faces that it didn't feel like a totally different game. Like, you still had a decent amount of the Street Fighter 2 cast. It's just you also had Guy and Sodom and Rose. Whereas Street Fighter 3, you had Ryu and Ken, and then just a bunch of unfamiliar people. It was like, yeah, this isn't for me. I don't like these guys.
Like, I really like Ibuki, but I'm terrible with her. I just cannot figure out how to play her.
Well, let me address this issue as a historian who does my research entirely online. As I found out, they were going for a whole new Street Fighter. So that's why they didn't want any of the older characters in it.
But they still put Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li.
They eventually
added
them.
Chun-Li wasn't added until like Third Strike.
Yeah, Chun-Li's
in
Third Strike.
New Warriors, it was just Ryu and Ken.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a whole they tried to get a whole new group of people to be the thing. I think Alex was supposed to be the new main character.
Yeah.
So
he's supposed to be the main character.
But it didn't take off until they added Ryu and Ken and Akuma and Chun-Li and honestly, like Third Strike, I like Third Strike. The only reason I like Third Strike is because besides that I like the smooth gameplay on it. But it reminds me there was a bowling alley that me and my buddies used to go to all the time, and it had this game, Street Fighter Third Strike, and Outrunners. And so when we weren't bowling, when we were just putzing around, if we had some extra coinage, we'd play some Third Strike and Outrunners. And
Outrunners is such a great game. I love that game.
Everyone
had it too, so it was like super easy to find.
I mean, I will say playing Street Fighter 4 and 5 did give me an appreciation of the Street Fighter 3 characters, because like now that I've played them, I know who Dudley is. I know who Makoto is. I know, like, they're not strangers to me anymore. I've grown accustomed to them. So I could probably go back and play Third Strike now, but at the time it's like, no, I don't want to play this.
Yeah. Isn't Dudley and Makoto and all of them in Cat vs. SNK?
Are they in SNK?
Yeah, but
okay,
where
can you get Capcom vs. SNK? Is that PS2 or PS3?
PS2, Xbox, and unfortunately Japan import only Dreamcast. Remember, I have it for the Dreamcast.
Yeah, if, if, you, 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 if 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 you want to play through Fightcade, the Dreamcast version. Yeah, if you want to play through Fightcade, the Dreamcast version. is the one that everyone plays on.
You know, that was where the delay came from. Because I wanted to set up my Wii. I thought I had. Okay, I wanted to play some Wii games. My Wii is it has a eye patch and a peg leg. So it has a whole bunch of games available. But unfortunately, it didn't have the game I wanted to play, which was Lethal Enforcer's Gunfighters.
Oh, fuck yeah. That was a great game.
Yeah, so I was like, damn it. But I didn't even notice it. I was looking for the, I had a capture card for the AVI, or AV, you know, the art, whatever, the RCA, the
RCA,
red, yellows. Yeah. I had a capture card for that, but I can't find it. So I'm,
so you know I do.
What's up?
You know I do.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. I could have sworn I had one, but I was sitting there.
I could have sworn you did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like shit. So kind of had to postpone that for the next show. But yeah, I was looking forward to playing some classic shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up. I say we should get together and play some Castlevania Judgment sometime.
Castlevania Judgment?
It's a fighting game for Castlevania.
That sounds awesome, actually.
It's a 3D fighting game for Castlevania, yeah.
Hey,
nice. Looking at the screen, I've got to ask: have either of you done the Daigo parry? Have you fully parried Chun-Li's Super 2?
I tried to do it. You gotta at least try, dude. That's you know it's possible, so you gotta at least try it.
But one of the things I really like about Justin Wong, who is like the guy who got parried, he's got a YouTube channel now, and every time he plays Third Strike, he will deliberately give the opponent a chance to Daigo parry him. He's just like, I know you want to do it. Like, I will give you that chance. And then most of the time they fuck it up. But just the decency is like, yeah, look, I know everyone wants to be the guy who gets on the video Daigo parrying Justin Wong. Here's your chance.
That's a very good
He even says, let's go Justin sometimes before he does it.
Whoa. Hey, Luna. What were you saying?
He's a good sport.
Oh.
I say you got compare him to fucking low tier God.
Oh god.
Oh god, fuck that fag.
Yeah.
I want to see a matchup.
He
between...
whines like a child. He is a literal. When people sit there and say man child, they don't talk about actual man children. Fucking low tier God is an actual man child.
Whoa.
I will give him credit for one thing. I was watching a compilation of like his biggest freakouts, and it was through that video that I discovered.
There's a compilation.
Oh yeah, there's a compilation. There's a supercut. Yeah.
Oh, this guy is like the worst sport you'll ever come across.
Oh my god.
And but this guy Punk is like one of the best Street Fighter players in America, and it was through the compilation that I discovered this guy. And it's like, this guy is the good kind of smart-ass troll, not like the petty whiny type. This guy's got the skills to back it up. I like this guy, and so I subscribed to his channel. It's like, low T God was good for one thing. I found Punk.
Yeah. And see, man, the reason why Third Strike is so highly regarded and why it is, in my opinion, a good game, even though it doesn't have Cammy, so it's not, going to be one of my favorites, is just look at the fluidity of the animation for all of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Leona is just absolutely beautiful. Her sprite is so beautifully animated.
Yeah, no, it's a very well drawn game, very well animated game. I think I'd probably like it more if I tried it now. It's just that when I first tried it was it the 90s, I guess it would have been.
Yeah.
It's not what I wanted. I wanted to see like either Street Fighter Alpha characters or Street Fighter 2 characters. I didn't want a completely new cast, and I was just like, no, I'm not interested. I will say Street Fighter 3 has the worst arcade mode because fuck Gil and his bullshit resurrection.
Yeah, Gil sucks. But come on, it was quarter muncher type stuff, you know.
Yeah, I was saying you can't. Yeah, you can't criticize Capcom for that when SNK are the gods of the
I
horrible
can.
quarter muncher.
Yeah.
Look, SNK was worse, but Gil was still bullshit.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying that SNK, you know, all of the King of Fighters games were designed to steal your money on the last fight.
Not all of them. I think from 13 on, they were like primarily console games at that point, so they're just
Yeah.
like, who cares? So, because I've been playing KOF 15, and the final boss in that is quite reasonable by SNK standards.
Mm-hmm.
But-
It was
I
actually-
I don't have 15. I don't have 14 or 15. The last KOF I bought was 13.
No, it was so much so that they had to add Omega Rugal into KOF 15 as like a bonus challenge because people were complaining that the final boss wasn't like bullshit. Like, I want my SNK boss to be a complete unfair bullshit mess, and Tomaraga is just not that. And like, free update. Here's Omega Rugal. He's as bullshit as we could make him. Have fun.
To be fair, God Rugal is like among one of the best characters that you can play in Cap vs SNK if you can like swing his moves. Which I used to be able to, but I can't anymore. That's my problem.
I think because I play on hitbox, half circle motions I tend to get a bit sloppy with. So, especially like the pretzel move, just doesn't come out most of the time. So if I was playing on a controller, I'd probably be a bit better at it. But yeah, I'm not great when it comes to the half circles on hitbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, half circles are pretty tough.
I do love that the hitbox has become like a major controversy again for no reason. Like people on Twitter just screaming about how it's cheating and it's bullshit and it's unfair. I was like, no, it's not. It's really not. Like people are saying, yeah, but you can push left and right at the same time. You can do that on a PlayStation controller.
Mm-hmm.
Like any rule that bans a hitbox also bans PS4 DualShocks. What is your grounds for banning it? And yeah, I've not heard a single good argument against the hitbox. I just think it's cool. That's the only reason I got one. Like, I wasn't like trying to min-max like execution or anything because I am so far below the point where that would make a difference that it just looks cool. I just like the idea of of playing on it.
Mm-hmm.
What about
fun,
arcade
using a controller?
arcade controls? Like, would you get an arcade stick, like a full
I
panel?
got one. I don't like it.
But you got who made it? Like a Hori? Hori?
I grew up playing my fighting games on like the Super Nintendo. I'm so used to controller that switching to joystick doesn't really. It's not as fun. I mean, like it doesn't have the fun factor of the hitbox, and I also play a lot worse than I would on a controller. So it's not for me.
I will tell you this much: I would absolutely buy a hitbox specifically for a game that uses fighting game moves but isn't a fighting game.
Which one?
Like what?
The Dungeons and Dragons Capcom beat 'em up.
Dude,
nice.
I just beat Tower of Doom the other day.
Mm-hmm. The reason why I say that is because I got used to playing that game like a lot and like got really good at it by playing it entirely on keyboard.
Oh.
Yes, the hitbox is essentially playing on keyboard. It's just a more convenient layout. Like you don't have all the extra buttons getting in the way, and you've got like proper arcade buttons that you can push instead of keyboard keys.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy it.
Talking about that actually reminded me of what we were talking about earlier. What is this? And then I remember in Quippers today, you guys were talking about racist D&D too. So what's racist about space
Oh
monkeys?
yeah, space monkeys. Yes. Oh my
All
god,
right,
thank you
so-
so
What
much.
what's happened?
Okay, now hold
Someone
on.
that comes
The-
out from left wing.
I'll break down the controversy, right?
Okay.
The D&D came out with this new campaign setting. It's not new. It's actually old. It's from TSR. It's called Spelljammer. And what it is it's D&D in sci-fi. You
Okay.
sail a sailing ship through space.
Okay.
And how you do so is magic. It's magic. I ain't got to explain shit. Okay?
Okay. Fine.
All right.
That's fine. I kind of.
They had a race of monkey men in the game. They've always been monkey men. And the monkey men have these flying squirrel flaps that go between their wrists and their feet that allows them to glide like flying squirrels. Okay?
Cool. Cute. Okay.
Yes. Now, the problem is that people see the art of it. It's a monkey. It is a monkey wearing minstrel clothes because it is medieval.
I see.
Okay? So that's the image that you get. Then
Okay.
their backstory is that they started off evolutionarily as monkeys that learned that to escape their predators, they needed to climb trees. And while in the trees, they needed a way to get from tree to tree, so they evolved these flaps that allowed them to glide. Well, in their nascent sort of animalistic state, a wizard discovered them and took them on board of his ship and experimented on them using magic to give them sentience. And then enslaved them to do their bidding. Then the wizard's assistant decided, well, that's not fair. They are sentient beings now. They are not animals, so we can't be doing that. This isn't right. And decided to free said space monkeys and let them live free. Now, some dickhead on Twitter who just so happens to be black sits there and goes, "Yo, that's racist because I see monkey men and you cannot return to monkey because that is totally black people." Now, here's the thing. You're the racist at that point. This is a sci-fi setting.
Do the monkey people have fathers? Do they like chicken? These are important questions that need to be answered.
Also, that the monkey man racist bullshit is completely ignoring early human evolution.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All of humanity evolved that way.
And you know what the best thing about all of this? Wizards of the Coast caved. Wizards of the Coast saw that and they're like, "We're sorry, we totally failed our adventurers. We're gonna change this and remove the racist undertones." Now here's the problem: is that if I were the original writers from TSR, I would take Wizards of the Coast to court, because that is totally tort and that is defamation. They are essentially, without saying,
they're implicitly agreeing that the authors were racist.
Yes.
Writings, yeah.
Yes. So the overall damage control. What do you think they did? What do you think Wizards of the Coast did?
They just changed their uniform.
Nope. Art is still the same.
They're lizard people now.
They're still monkeys.
They changed the backstory.
They're the colonizers now.
But are they from
They
space?
removed the paragraph about the backstory where they were enslaved.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's all they did.
Okay. Okay.
But did you see that G4 took down the Frost Grant? Speaking of apologizing, I think Vara Dark noticed that their views dropped by 244,000, so she checked it out. And the video of the clip of Frost doing her, sexism in gaming, her whole rant on that is just privated, and they're embarrassed by it. The old guy who was in charge of the company left. Is the new guy's let's get rid of that.
Is that the this is why I fucking hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to the male fantasy. Is that it?
It's a video game.
It's the one Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
Whoa.
She
That's
said
why
something.
God put her on
That
the
was the
earth.
one. Did she say like I'm not fuckable? That's why
Yeah,
something
that's the
something
one.
to you. Yeah, it's actually embarrassing as a girl. No, and speaking like don't speak like this. It's kind of.
I'm not fuckable, so no other woman can be fuckable.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
do that. And no one is I wouldn't think anybody is disagreeing that they didn't put people like Olivia Munn in certain situations, but that's kind of like it was a male skewed audience anyway, so big deal.
But the other thing
Don't
is,
watch
Olivia
it.
Munn not only was putting the, she loved the whole that side of it. She played it up. She was like reveling in it.
But she could also have, after a few years, she could have moved to a different network or whatever, found a different job too.
Like to act as if Olivia Munn was being oppressed by getting to flaunt her sexuality on live television.
Yeah,
Like nonsense. She was enjoying it. You could tell she was enjoying it.
Well, it's like all the other people. Someone who is not part of a situation wants to talk about, like you're oppressing this group of people that I am not a part of. Whatever, the same thing.
I'm just reading Olivia Munn's Wikipedia account. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what she says, thinks, or does. I don't give a fuck. Munn helped PETA with a campaign that ultimately freed an ill element from a touring circus. Her blog in the Huffington Post was credited to encouraging fans to contact the USDA on the elephant's behalf. Munn posted PETA's "I'd rather go naked than wear fur" campaign in April 2010. And again in January 2012. And in February 2013, Munn fronted a PETA release of a new footage showing the cruelty of animals in Chinese fur farms. She appears in 2021 short film Save Ralph, a film with the Humane Society and animal testing. Fuck her for giving anything to PETA. I don't give a shit about literally anything else she has ever done. Fuck her. I don't give a fuck.
My thing has always been, they're actors, of course they're retarded, and of course they've done pedo shit. That's a requirement of entry into the industry. I just assume they're all like that. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear any of it.
Did you also hear him say pedo instead of PETA?
Whoa.
That's what I heard too.
He did say pedo. Yeah, no.
No, you.
But he's still right. Oh,
initially. Yes.
Oh no, PETA, PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and fuck that organization. Fuck what's her name? Shit, Ingrid Newkirk. Fuck Olivia Munn. Fuck anyone who has ever given any money or time to that organization. They are worthless. They are cruel to animals. They are not ethical. Yeah. It is redeemable, and they're domestic terrorists. People sit there and talk about right-wing domestic terrorists. No. You want to talk about actual domestic terrorism? Let's talk about the ALF and the fucking PETA. And they've existed for how long with no prosecution and no recompense for their shit? Fuck 'em.
I will admit, I did play some of PETA's video games. There was one where they were like making fun of Pokemon, and there was one where they were making fun of Super Meat Boy. I did play those. Because,
I played the one making fun of Cooking Mama. That's the one that I played.
Okay. No, because in Super Meat Boy, there is a secret character called Tofu Boy, who is a parody of the PETA version.
Okay.
And so it's like, I've got to play the original source to see what they're making fun of. It's like, okay, makes sense now. And then while I was there, I saw that they also had a Pokemon one. I was like, oh, I like Pokemon. Let's see what they've done to butcher that.
Ken versus SUV. Anyway, no. For me, when it comes to all that shit for PETA, I learned about all of their shit video games from fucking 4chan.
Okay.
Because of course 4chan sits there and pirates and like stripped their website and like rooted their website and fucked up their website. Yeah, because of course 4chan did, and good on 4chan for doing that. Because fuck PETA.
Are you seriously up in arms over some cringy tweets and them being a little bit too excited about euthanasia?
I am up in arms about them doing the Holocaust on your plate campaign, where they compared factory farm chickens to the Holocaust survivors.
Slightly insensitive.
Okay, so it is more the very, very cringy activism.
I also hate them for the fact that Ingrid Newkirk herself has given hundreds of thousands of dollars to the Animal Liberation Front, which firebombed places. I also hate that they also spent several millions of dollars to install an industrial freezer in their HQ. Why? To store the cadavers of all of the dogs and kittens that they take in that they quote can't adopt anywhere because it's quote animal exploitation. Don't know all of this? Oh, it's verifiable fact from their tax records. Look this shit up. PETA is an organization that should not exist, and all of their people need to be in fucking jail.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like I said, cringy activism and a little bit happy on euthanasia.
A little bit happy might be underselling the tag.
It is true British understatement.
And funding a literal domestic terrorist organization. Up to and including a legal fund. Ingrid Newkirk.
I think she was the one who was talking about how as humans we should not be reproducing anymore.
Yep.
Because that goes as a part of
Despite the fact that in the last couple of years the population increase has actually sort of plateaued, and though we are hitting that magic moment where we're going to get over 7 billion, we ain't going to get to 7.1. Not a chance in hell with the way it's plateauing.
Yeah.
Well, it's too much probably for her anyway.
No, she's got a simple little mind because she is a simple little person that deserves nothing more than everyone's contempt, scorn, and complete ostracization.
Which is sad because
I will be incredibly blunt in saying this. Most people who care about overpopulation don't understand truly how much NIMBYists make overpopulation an issue. If we had the population as heavily stacked as Singapore, the entire population could fit in Texas. Global population.
Sure.
Now, I don't want to be stuffed that close to people.
I want to get the fuck away from people and live on my own.
Yeah.
Even if we go by the average across Europe, you can do the entire United States. Plus a good bit of Canada.
And what was that you were about to say there, Terry?
One thing was like going back to fighting games briefly was one of the stages in Capcom vs SNK 2 is a CVS pharmacy, and I didn't know that was like a real pharmacy, so I thought it was just Capcom vs SNK was like the name of the pharmacy that they just put in the background. And, like, years and years later, I discovered, oh no, that's an actual like company.
That's an actual place, yeah. Let's say it's where I got my my COVID vaccine. This is CVS.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was funny because I saw Adam beating up the car with CAP as the license plate. It just reminded me of CVS in the background of Capcom vs SNK 2.
The place that spends more paper on their receipts than their actual paperwork.
I really want to visit one just to buy a couple of things just to see. I feel like that would be a fun souvenir.
An Arizona sweet tea and a half liter of Pepto, or a pint of Pepto, I should say. The receipt was 2 feet long.
Yep.
So, but what is it? Are they coupons on there or what?
Yeah, what is that?
That and like customer surveys and shit like that.
Jesus Christ. Well,
meanwhile, and Sora can verify this. Up here, the same thing, an Arizona sweet tea and a pint of Pepto, would be, what, 5, 6, maybe 7 inches?
I don't even ask for a receipt when I get stuff because I have all of that shit digitally in my bank.
Like, you rarely get, like, sometimes, like, I'm trying to think, like, if we go to Shoppers, sometimes you'll get, if you get selected to do a survey, you'll get a code, and that's, like, slightly, maybe it's, like, about 2 inches extra on the receipt.
Yeah, so total would be, like, 10 inches for a trip to...
Maybe, yeah.
Wait,
especially if you're paying with card where it'll have your information on there.
It was what inches?
Like a couple of inches extra. Like if you get one of those survey questionnaires, so you get a special.
Completely whooshed.
You juvenile.
Yeah, I just the minute you started laughing, I'm like, I feel this is a sex thing.
No,
Yes.
You said about.
Oh.
That was what it was.
Oh, you're being even less juvenile than I thought.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on. We were having an earlier discussion before you joined us, Sir Eeyore, about accents.
About things.
Yeah, about things.
About things.
What were you talking about?
Well, I don't know. You tell us.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go ahead and watch the show.
What was it? What was it about?
Enough.
Oh.
Why do you pick on the Canadians over this?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I got it. I had to get it off my chest about it earlier. Yeah, because we were talking about British, and the British don't enunciate their T's. So I asked Sora if she wanted a bottle of water. And it just kind of went down the rabbit hole there a little bit.
And I think it depends what part of England, because they all got very different accents.
Very true. Yes. I say a Cockney doesn't sound like a North Londoner. Doesn't sound like a Brummie. Doesn't sound like a
Yeah,
I get it.
Very, very different. I was amazed at just how different the accents were.
Yeah.
Like, considering how small the country is relative to something like Australia, where there's like slight variations in the accent, but not to the extent you get in England.
Yeah.
I
mean,
look like.
for me, there's all the southern accents, and then the northern, which sounds like Babel, and then Scottish, which could be mistaken for Klingon. Oh, and then there's Welsh, but you don't want to hear Welsh.
Oh, I like the Welsh.
They're special. It's okay.
I can't remember the longest city name of all time is Welsh, and it's hilarious.
Oh, like that weather guy.
Actually, a lot of that is meme add-on.
Well, but it's actually on a sign in their town.
Yeah, like I said, it's meme more than anything. It's a church on a hill near the Red River. That's what its translation is, but there's a bunch of other shit added.
Well, okay, no, it's in a small, quiet town. Oh wait, hold on. Is that? Hold on, let's see here. St. Mary's Church in the hollow on the White Hazel near the rapid whirlpool in the Church of Saint Celio near the Red Cave is what it literally translates to.
Jesus.
And it's Leon Ver Pool Gwyn Kill Gorge E Gwyn Dorb E Oil Lani Sio Gorgogoch.
All of that?
And then he's just opening a portal into a different dimension.
Hopefully just in your apartment, not in everybody's.
Yeah, like I don't know how that works with the internet and us being on a call.
Since we're out live, congratulations.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable, and then this is being recorded. Does that, you know?
Oh no!
I love it. There's a Welsh like Weather Channel stuff where the poor weatherman has to say that and say like the weather in Leon Virico go is yeah, nice and 70 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
I think it's just landfare. It's just like the colloquial way to refer to it, rather than go with all the.
Oh yeah, landfare pool, I think is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Modified pool?
Landfare pool.
It's Welsh.
Is the shortened name.
It's Welsh. Okay.
Yes. And there are rarely any vowels in all of that. It's almost all consonants.
It's pretty crazy.
They didn't have enough money to buy vowel.
Oh no. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you had any notes, well, let's put it to rest.
Oh yeah? And what are you resting today? Good sir.
Cannibalistic Wizard. The Brits lost their tea when they talked because America tossed it in the harbor.
Oh, well done, sir.
Oi!
Very well done, sir. There's a chain, like a coffee shop, tea shop chain in the UK called Boston Tea Party. which if you ever visit, I recommend. They make delicious food. And I love their coffee. If you like flat whites, it's one of the better chains to have flat whites at. It's very tasty. It's very good. But yeah, the first time I saw it, I was like, pardon?
I prefer my white women to be busty. I don't want a flat white.
Well, if you ask nicely, I'm sure they can zhuzh it up a bit, you know.
Well, I mean, usually the busty whites are going to be at places like Amsterdam or something like that with the Nordic giantesses. So
I'm happy to go to Amsterdam then.
Yeah, same.
I've actually been to Amsterdam once, but it was a while ago. It was like 20 years ago.
Did you enjoy it?
It was alright. I'm not much of a traveler. For the sake of traveling, I was kind of like, my mum was like, "We're going on this Kon-Tiki tour. You need to see the world." All right.
How many cyclists did you run over?
Not enough. Sorry. I mean,
if I travel like of my own volition, it is to meet people, not to see things. I don't really need to see anything specific in England, but if I were going to England to meet Spudgun, for instance, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'd do that. I'm not a tourist. I don't really want to see the sights. I just want to hang out with the people I know, and if that means going to a different country, I'll do that from time to time. But yeah, I'm not a sightseer.
You know,
honestly,
I
think that's. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, I was just gonna say, it'd be interesting to see an interaction between Sanguine and Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm quite a different person to Sanguine. I think that's fairly obvious.
Yeah, that's where the interesting part would be. Because I think Sanguine would just talk your ears off, and you'd be like, ah!
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't even find food all that interesting, whereas that's like one of his major passions.
Oh,
like,
he'll find a passion.
I eat food because I die if I don't. I don't have a passion for any part of the cooking or eating process.
No, I think it's more of the difference in terms of interaction. Sanguine wouldn't mind filling a small space with a big voice, and he'll just talk. Where it sounds like you'd be like, oh.
My family went on a holiday to America, and the LA section and the San Diego section, my mum had planned out quite meticulously, but the Las Vegas section was kind of like just do what you want. Mm-hmm. I stayed in the hotel room and I watched TV for like 80% of it.
I mean, to be fair, what else? I mean, unless you're going to a show, love to gamble or shop, what is there to do in Las Vegas?
Buddy of mine, when he went,
I did have a bit of a walk around, and I looked at because a lot of the hotels kind of look cool. I mean, there was like the King Arthur one. There's like and like wandering around and looking at all that. But more often than not, I was just like, I want to see more crazy ads for shady lawyers who will clear your gambling debts if you call now.
Dude.
The fucking buddy of mine, when he went to Las Vegas, just did the Star Trek experience twice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's all he did.
I still remember. I don't remember the guy's name, but one of the ads, he promised that he would answer the phone on the first ring. That he didn't say he was a good lawyer. He said that he would answer the phone quickly.
You're not gonna be left waiting. I'm gonna answer that phone as soon as I hear it ring.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hey, and just a reminder, President Biden gave out a phone number that you can text him and tell him how you feel about what's going on.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
About what?
I don't know. He just texted a number and said, "Hey, text me."
Hey.
About what?
Yeah. And people are like, this can't
My question is, how many people do you think sent in stories of a lifeguard who let kids rub their hairy legs and then put into a fight after calling the black man Esther Williams?
I don't think he wanted to be reminded of Corn Pop.
I'm just wondering how many people sent pictures of their dick.
Oh God.
I just want to see people, nothing lewd, just you up. That's it.
I sent you my dick. Please respond.
Maybe yes. Maybe
no. Will he be able to answer the 3 a.m. morning call? You up?
Oh man, 3 a.m. Oh, you got to be careful, man, because then you might be able to contact the sus poster from Among Us.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I also hope all the dick pics should be of like Richard Nixon or Dick Clark or
yeah.
Tricky Dick.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah,
Whoa,
he's good as well.
He's always tripping
York,
over furniture.
from Bewitched.
Yeah, Bewitched.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's no way you can you know if it's found out that's the problem. But it's why is he upset? It's perfectly kosher,
I do like that both the actors who played Darren on Bewitched were named Dick. It just makes me laugh.
Dick and Darren.
No, well, it was like Dick York and Dick Sargent were the two actors who played Darren.
And why did one die? Is that why?
I think so.
They replaced him.
I think Dick York got too unhealthy to play the role anymore. Like it wasn't his death that caused him to step down. He did die.
Just his health. Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
Damn.
Let's see.
We're playing Bewitched. Where do we have? Is it on Netflix? I don't know. My mom started rewatching it again. It's so cute.
I like that show. I mean,
it's very sweet.
Oh,
as a kid, I used to watch it every day.
Bewitched is a great show. I love that one.
I used to watch it after school every afternoon.
Oh no, Eeyore.
Hold on, I'm not gonna lie. Watching
back,
these
fellow
old
Canadians.
shows is pretty fascinating. especially when you look at it like, okay, there's so many seasons, so many episodes in the seasons, and it's like, okay, you see them as little packages, and then little stories within those packages. Watching a lot of these old shows, like Addams Family, the Munsters.
Oh, I love the Munsters.
Me too.
Especially with the new movie coming out, so you want to compare it to something. But like you were saying too, the witch lady, what's her name? Samantha. Yeah, but no, what was the show?
Bewitched.
Yes.
Elizabeth Montgomery played Samantha Stevens.
Yeah. See, my brain keeps trying to say I Dream of Jeannie, but that was the competing one.
It's similar. It's similar, but yeah.
But it was it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, dude, you watch these things and they hit a mark for a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Here, I've got the specifics. While filming the 5th season episode Daddy Does His Thing, York fell ill. Quote, I was too sick to go on. I had a temperature of 105. Full of strong antibiotics for almost 10 days. I went to work that day, but I was sick. I lay in my dressing room after being in makeup, waiting to be called onto the set. They knew I was feeling pretty rotten, and they tried to give me time to rest. I kept having chills. This is in the middle of the summer, and I was wearing a sheepskin jacket, and I was chilling. I was shaking all over. Then, while sitting on the scaffolding with Maurice Evans being lit for special effects scene, they were setting an Inky. That's a little tiny spotlight that's supposed to just be flickering over my eyes. That flickering and flickering and flickering made me feel ill. And while I was sitting up on this platform in the air, I turned to Gabby, who was just below me, and I said, Gibby, I think I need to get down. He started helping me down, and that's the last thing I remember until I woke up on the floor. That's about all I remember from the incident, and I managed to bite a very large hole into the side of my tongue before they could pry my teeth apart.
Dude,
from York's hospital bed. Oh, what's up?
That sounds like a seizure.
Yep. From York's hospital bed, he and the director William Asher discussed York's future. Do you want to quit? Asher said. It's all right if it's all right with you, Billy, York replied. With that, York left the sitcom and devoted himself to recovery, never to return. Dick Sargent replaced York in the role of Darren Stevens, taking over the role at the start of the series' 6th season, and continuing on the part until the series' end in the 8th season, 1971 to 1972. Sargent was originally offered the role of Darren in 1964, but declined in favor for his part in the short-lived sitcom Broadside. Apparently, York was a 3-pack-a-day smoker for much of his life and often smoked cigarettes on the set of Bewitched. He spent his final years battling emphysema. In 1989, he was using oxygen tank to help him breathe. While bedridden in his Rockford, Michigan home, he founded Acting for Life, a private charity to help the homeless and others in need. Using his telephone as his pulpit, York motivated politicians, business people, and the general public to contribute supplies and money. Despite his suffering, York said that, quote, I've been blessed, I have no complaints, I have been surrounded by people in radio, on stage, and in motion pictures, and in television who love me. The things that have gone wrong have been simply physical things. York died of complications from emphysema at Blodgett Hospital in East Grand Rapids, Michigan on February 20th, 1992, at age 63. He was buried in Plainfield Cemetery in Rockford, Michigan.
Yeah. There you go.
Damn.
So yeah, he straight up had a
day, man.
Yeah, 3 packs a day, emphysema, he had a seizure and then fell off a fucking scaffolding. Yeah. Sounds really rough for the guy near the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't quite like they used to.
No, as a kid, I always thought Elizabeth Montgomery was really beautiful. It was like one of my celebrity crushes when I was a kid. Was Elizabeth Montgomery.
Mine was Marilyn Monroe, of course, because what's funny about Marilyn Monroe is that she after did the show or the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, she was worried that she would get typecast as a blonde bimbo.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Actually.
Have you heard about the kerfuffle about? I guess there's a documentary that's coming out that's gonna be NC-17, and they don't want it to be, or something like that.
Is it because
about her?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh wow.
I guess they're showing a scene, that's pretty graphic, and so the film board is putting it at NC-17, and obviously they're like, it's supposed to be part of the documentary type, so but yeah, Marilyn Monroe, there you go.
I love Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Oh no.
I don't know. Let her die in peace, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's because there was also, people going in looking at it like, what would her estate want, and then it is kind of, I guess, choppy waters. Damn it.
And what's sad is that I don't think her estate, it's none of her family anymore, is it?
I don't think so. No.
It's just like
probably not.
Like
probably
lawyers?
whoever owns the name.
Yeah.
And even that's sad. Like, shit, you work your ass off to do something about, like, your performance, and at the end of the day it just becomes a trademark.
That she doesn't get to profit from because she dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I say it all comes down to perspective too. For me, after I'm dead, just fucking whoever wants to claim it can claim it. I don't care anymore. I'm dead. I'm not gonna be able to claim it. Just remember my name. That's all I want. Good and bad. I don't care. I'm a package deal. All the good and the bad.
My only thing is, when I die, most of the people, like you guys, won't have any way of finding out. So you'll just have to assume that if I vanish off the face of the planet, that must have been what happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Thanks for making it sad, Terry.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
well, hold on.
Real
that's
thing.
the unfortunate.
Sora,
that's the unfortunate truth, though. Sorry.
I know.
Hold on, Sora.
I know.
I was gonna say, hey, maybe you could get me a bench on Washington Island or Rock Island.
Yeah. Scatter my ashes right there.
What was that one dude? He had like a whole poem, like
there's
1,000 winds that go through this thing, and it's like, yeah, dude. Yeah. And so here we are discussing this. Honestly, I wanted to get to level 10 in Dr. Mario to at least get you get a little cutscene of the little viruses sitting on a tree, and like a UFO.
ASSING?
Yeah, it's just, hey, congratulations, you got through 10 levels. I couldn't do it, but we've hit 1040. Okay, yeah, so we've hit way beyond an hour show. Not that I'm complaining, although, you know what, I am. Because look, Sora, my dearest, let me tell you, we successfully conjured the rare and elusive donkey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
He appeared.
That was an amazing feat.
I know. I know. And he was there for a short period of time. And unfortunately, he left us. So
he'll be back. He'll be back.
I'm gonna hope. We'll look forward to next Sunday. Perhaps we can summon Eeyore and he'll be with us for not just a small little show, you know.
Eeyore, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Hold on. I was imagining like he was like a walrus that showed up on a boat. I was like, hey. It's like, oh dude, it's Eeyore. Oh no. Hold on. Let me clean this up. Well, as I clean this up, do any of you guys have anything to chat about?
For some reason, Real Big Fish popped up in Shady's mentions on Twitter, and so he's been on a Real Big Fish kick. So check out the music channel for a whole bunch of Real Big Fish stuff.
Oh, Real Big Fish. Hey.
Real Big Fish. Dare you to break my heart.
Wonderful band.
Come on and give it your best try.
Definitely go check them out. Yeah, I'm not gonna go fix that. All right, so yeah, dude, we're at 10:42. I really didn't think we were gonna go this long, but
it's all good, Daryl. It's all good, homie.
I do appreciate everybody for hanging out. I especially, you know what, Terry? I feel bad for goading you in. I really do.
I could have said no if I didn't want to be here.
Well, exactly.
You could have, but
he didn't.
You seem like a good foot.
A good foot. No fungal infection at all.
So hey, and also Sora,
yes,
for jumping on when I was drowning. So I gotta thank you.
Oh,
much
it was my pleasure.
I'm
glad to catch a Sunday.
Well, you know, we always run across a Sunday, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And quiz?
Yes.
Even though you didn't go get pizza.
No.
You got what? Cheese dogs?
Chili cheese dogs.
Chili cheese dogs. A staple in Chicago, so Chicagoland area.
Yeah.
Yep. But hey, I will say I think we're gonna go ahead and close up the shop. So let's go ahead and hit the outros. Anybody wanna say something for the outro?
I will be
today.
Whoa, there you go. Okay,
yes.
all at once. Let's go bottom, top, Terry, Sora, Quizzy, and then yeah. Terry?
Mine was just give someone you love a raccoon today.
Mm-hmm.
Sora?
I agree. I wish everyone a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and I hope that you eat lots of food if you do the whole feasting thing that Americans like to do.
Oh, yeah, of course. Come on.
Barbecue, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Labor Day. Ooh, quiz?
On this fine early autumn day, when I went out and you could smell autumn in the air. Everyone just take care of yourselves, have fun, and be sure to watch tomorrow when I'm going to host. It's rare nowadays because of my work schedule, but I will be hosting tomorrow because of, thank God, Labor Day.
Yay.
So yeah, be sure to watch that and take care, everyone.
Hey guys.
Good night.
Everybody, have a good evening for the panel and the chat. I love you all, and God bless. The zoo is closed, and where's the off button here?
Where'd I lose my off button?
Oh, no.
Minions of the Zoo is recorded on live audio tape in front of a live studio audience.